A 14-year-old boy shot and killed an innocent teenager to prove himself to his gang. At the trial, the victim's mother sat still and silent until the end when he was convicted of the killing. As he was being taken away in handcuffs, the mother of the boy who was shot stood up slowly, looked him in the eye, and said, "I'm gonna kill you," and sat back down, and the boy was taken away. After being in prison for a year or so, the mother of the slain boy goes to visit him. Now that boy had been living on the streets before the killing, and she was the only visitor he ever had. Not even the gang members came to visit him. Now he was kind of frightened before she came, but she said, "No, I just want to talk to you." And for a time they talked, and when she left, she gave him some money for cigarettes. And then she started step by step visiting him more regularly, trying to understand the guy who killed her child. And she goes every few months. And when he's about to get out at the age of 18, she asks him, "What are you going to do when you get out?" He said, I've got no idea. I've got no family. I don't know." She said, "Well, I've got a friend who owns a little factory, and maybe I can get you a job there." So she arranges it with the parole officer. And then she said, "Where are you going to stay?" He said, I don't know where I'm going to go. I don't have anybody." She said, "Well, I've got a spare room, and you can stay with me." So he comes and stays with her. So after 6 months, she pulls him aside and she says, I really got to talk to you. Come on in the living room and sit down. Let's talk." So she sits opposite to him and looks him in the eyes and says, "Do you remember in court the day you were convicted of murdering my son for no reason at all? And I said I was going to kill you?" He said, "Yes, ma'am. I'll never forget that day." She looked back at him and said, "Well, I did. I did not want the boy who murdered my son to live on this earth anymore. I wanted him to die. And that's how I set about changing you and bringing you things and giving you a job and letting you live here with me. And you're not that same person anymore. That old boy, he's gone. But I don't have anybody. And I want to know if you would stay here. I want to know if I could adopt you as my son." And he said yes. And she became the mother of her son's killer. The mother that he never had.